Hello, I'm Warren and welcome to my channel. The name of the channel is Warren Walks New York City and then in parentheses other locations. Over the years, since I'm from New York, I've put out all kinds of films on the city, but my second favorite spot on planet Earth is here in the mountains near Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Here is a list of the 8 most common trails or popular destinations in Moses Cone Park. The list comes pretty much from over 25 years of walking these trails and hearing from people who like this and like that and so on. The 8 trails and popular destinations in this video are as follows: Bass Lake, the cemetery, Cone Manor House, Figure 8, Flattop Mountain, Rich Mountain, the Maze and Trout Lake. This map shows the 25 miles of trails within Moses Cone Park. The map was produced by the National Park Service, and the URL of this particular map is referenced in the description area below the video you are now watching. This is the map from the National Park Service on which I've overlaid the 8 trail names in blue. The numbers and letters in red will be used in a few minutes to describe pretty much what you need to follow to do a specific trail name in blue. At the bottom of the map is Bass Lake. Bass Lake is by far the most popular trail of all. It's about 0.8 of a mile in circumference. Start at A, go to B, and then come back to A, either clockwise or counterclockwise. The Cone Cemetery is partway up the trail that goes to Flattop Mountain. Start at number 1, go to number 2, there's a little side path that goes to the cemetery, return to 2, then back to 1, and then back to the carriage house or Cone Manor House where you most likely have parked your car. The Cone Manor House is currently being restored and is located just steps from where you'll park your car at the entrance to the Cone Manor estate. The Figure 8 trail is just a few steps west of the Cone Manor House. It is a short trail, relatively flat, and of course in the shape of the number 8. Flattop Mountain is one of the more popular trails. The scenery along the way is just spectacular at all times of the year. To follow the trail, follow the numbers 1, 2, 3 to get to the top, and then, of course, to reverse, go 3, 2, 1, and then under the parkway, and then back to the Moses Cone parking lot near the carriage barn. There are two popular ways to get to the top of Rich Mountain. Looking at the numbers, one way is to go 14, 12, 13, and then come back 13, 12, 14. The other way is to leave your car at 10, which is the parking lot, and simply go 10, 11, 12, 13, and then you can come back 14 to 10 or come back 13, 12, 11, 10. No matter how you do it, it's a beautiful, beautiful hike, and it will take quite a while to reach the top. The maze, as the name implies, is a zigzaggy path. It takes a while to walk the maze, but it's kind of interesting along the way. Start at A, then B, then C, then D, then back to B, and then back to A. Or, if you want to go the other way, go from A to B to D to C to B, and then back to A. Trout Lake is where a little confusion can start. As is indicated in blue, that is Trout Lake. It just says lake on the map. When some people say they want to walk Trout Lake, it means they just want to walk around the circumference of the lake. However, many people say, do you want to do Trout Lake? And what they mean is they really want to go from 10 to 11 to 12 to 14 and then back to 10, which in effect is a part of Rich Mountain. Take your choice of names, but most of the time I've been told Trout Lake by local people usually means they want to do 10, 11, 12, 14, 10, but not everybody thinks the same, and some people say, do you want to do Trout Lake? And what they mean is just go around the edge of Trout Lake. The reason I did not indicate that is it's often very muddy, mushy, and full of bugs, but that depends on the time of year and the weather.